It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some messy shit to step two, step two, step two, step two. Okay? We are here for this is messy. Okay? And it's been a long time coming. I feel like I haven't done these in months, but we're going to be getting into it on today. How about that? So make sure that you guys are liking up the video, you are subscribing to the channel, and you leaving your thoughts down below in the comment section because I want to know what y'all thinking. Period. All right, let's get into it.
How we get up, just call back, right back. We can spend, then get it right back, man. She just gotta want it all of that, so that's why I bought.
All right, y'all. We are here. We are back, and we are getting into some things. Okay, I'm gonna jump right on into it. Y'all know we have about, I believe it's about 5 to 6 questions that we'll get into. So let me know when you're responding below which question you're responding to by listing the question number down below. Let's go ahead and get into question 1, honey. Question 1 says, I'm one of the 2 teachers dating the principal. Girl, we like a little messiness right out the first gate, right out the first sentence, honey. He's separated, so obviously he'll choose one of us to settle down with. My big issue is that the other teacher is his public girlfriend. Girl, it's a lot going on. Wait a minute. So he's separated. He was married, separated. He's the principal messing with, isn't that a conflict of interest? Maybe, maybe not. So he's messing with 2 of y'all. He got a public girlfriend already. It sounds like he did already chose somebody to settle down with, but let's keep going. My big issue is that the other teacher is his public girlfriend, and he hasn't been public with me. Why would he do that? Why would he be public with you when he public with her? Now he could be out here and just be dating. He don't have to lock nobody down as his girl, knowing that he already got a marriage that he is separating himself from. You might as well just be out here dating around. You know what I'm saying? Either way, she goes on to say she's also a friend of mine. I befriended her at work. So I can't date him publicly either. Well, then why the hell is you worried about him claiming you publicly? I'm so confused. Okay, but y'all friends, this is some message. She says, I'm the best woman for him, and he seems to be moving too slowly to admit that. We've had sex everywhere, but he's taking her on trips, etc. Because that is his girlfriend, and you is the side bit, and you never wonder why that man probably separated from his wife right now because the wife probably don't want his ass. And the moment the wife come and say that she do want his ass back, he gonna drop both of you bitches high to the key. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, let's keep going though. You getting sex everywhere. So I have to go back. So when you talk about you get sex everywhere, are you getting sex all throughout the school? Because that right there is a problem, and somebody may need to be fired. Because where's y'all hunching everywhere at? You hunching everywhere but on them trips with him. That's terrible. Let's keep going. Okay. Goes on to say, I got him high and tattooed my name on his hand. Does he know that? I guess he do. I guess he saw it. Did the other girl see it? You couldn't have put your real name on there. You had to put your initials on there. You couldn't have put your real name on this man's hand. He was pissed and withdrew from me. How do I persuade him to give me another chance? Honestly, NIGGA like that, girl, it don't take much to persuade. Girl, throw a little coot at them and then they'll be over there jumping, honey. Understand? It don't take much to persuade this man. However, okay, he had to fall back from you because you was out of line. You be overplaying your position just a little too much. You over here befriending people only to compete with them and take their men too. Okay? I got him high. Not you getting the principal high. Tattooed my name on his hand. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's desperate. That's desperate. But either way, good luck. Throw that coot at him. And if he don't take the coot, then, just go and find you somebody else, girl. It's just really that's to stop humiliating yourself. Okay. But that's not really good advice, I will say, because it's really sad that that is your friend's the man, and you still over there seeing him. But either way, good luck, honey. Let's keep going because I like for us to get to question 2. Okay. Question 2 says, my wife of 3 years refuses to have sex with me because she says my smell upsets her stomach. Sean, is that you? Married at first sight? Let me not do him like that, y'all. I don't know if Sean take baths over there on Married at First Sight. I honestly, I just know what I saw that the people showed us. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't show us him getting in the shower and running the water and stuff like this. I don't know what that man got going on. But either way, question 2 says, my wife of 3 years refuses to have sex with me because she says my smell upsets her. I shower bi-weekly and that is your bi-ass problem. Okay, not bi-weekly, honey. Like most men do. You are most men as a lie. You are most men as a lie. That's sad. Then you try to use most men as an excuse. Oh, a lot of my homeboys do it. So, okay. He says, I don't believe in showering in the summer because my sweat cleanses my skin naturally and your sweat funks up your skin naturally. Okay, which is thinking. I feel a way about it. If I was her, matter of fact, that's grounds for a divorce. I'm just not finna hold you. No, I'm not. Okay. She probably still around because she about to need help on them bills. She trying to, figure her stuff out. But yeah, especially if it's upsetting her stomach, it's upsetting all her homegirls. So I just feel like, she's not gonna be with you long. She really should go ahead and leave. Then goes on to say, I don't need soap chemicals damaging my skin and interfering with my sex drive. Sean, is that you? Is that you? Then Sean lay in the bed with that lady and tell her that he don't believe some of the stuff that people be saying about the soap and all of that. Ooh. Also, my smell attracts women all the time because you funky. That's why it's attract. It ain't attracted them like they really want to be up under you like that. They probably be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Okay, that's probably what's going on. I think she's making excuses because she's sleeping with other men and is sleeping with other ones. Don't get it twisted. Is sleeping with other ones. Okay, not making no excuse though. All right, it's really not no excuse. It's really she giving you facts in your face, but she is sleeping with somebody else for sure. Somebody else gonna scratch that itch. Understand? All right. Then says, do you think she's cheating on me? 1000%. Absolutely, she's cheating on you. Or is partial hygiene a deal breaker for women? Advice. Partial hygiene is crazy. Partial hygiene is crazy because I'm convinced that if you don't wash your ass, you don't brush your teeth or floss them. I wouldn't even want you to make me a cup of fucking water or bring me a bottle of water. You just nasty like that. Okay, it's absolutely a deal breaker, period, when it comes to the hygiene. Not no damn partial hygiene. That don't even sound like a real thing. Partial hygiene is crazy. Sorry. Partial hygiene is insane. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but okay. That's crazy. Sir, get off the internet and get in the shower and wash your motherfuckers. Okay? Matter of fact, soak in the tub. Get you some Epsom salt and a little piece of bleach. Throw you a little piece of, matter of fact, go get the bleach for colors. Let me stop. This man could be white. Whichever one fits you, go get you some bleach and you throw it in there. Just throw you a little something in there. Get you a little sanitizer. Throw you a something else. I feel like you need bleach. Okay. Um, but you need something, a disinfectant. You needed something to go throw in that tub with you. Okay. But either way, honey. Good Okay, let us keep going. Let's get to question 3. Question 3 says, I am beside myself. I'm so angry that I can't sleep or work or think about anything else. Swag was honest with me. Who the hell is Swag? He was engaged when I met him, but he was having second thoughts about getting married. He said I changed his mind. I believed him and I prepared to be his woman. I liked and commented on his posts. Girl, that's supposed to mean something. Until she made him block me from his platforms. Okay, well, you see who's in control because it's not you. I made room for him in my apartment. I loaned him hundreds of dollars. Girl, girl. What be? He supposed to be loaning you hundreds of dollars. Not you loaning him hundreds of dollars and he got a fiance. He getting that money from you to take care of stuff for her. I took public transportation because I wanted her to catch him driving my car so she would know that we're in a relationship. 2 effing years later, I do a vibe check and ask him if he's ready to commit to me. I'm married. Okay. I married her a while ago. You still cool though. You good. Like you straight or whatever. But I know he was confused and in love with us both at the same time or whatever. But she says, no, I know he was confused and in love with us both at some point, right? Not really. Just because he riding around in your car, you giving him stuff, that does not mean that this man is in love with you. He's just trying to figure out more ways to take advantage of you. He loves the things that you do for him, but that does not come with loving you or who you are. Okay? He didn't just use me for 2 years, right? He absolutely used your ass for 2 years and was going to use you for another two if you allowed it. Understand? Because his answer told you all you needed to know. I married her a while ago. He was honest with you that he was engaged. At some point throughout all of this, he went, married the damn girl, still with her, not advancing, giving you anything. Okay? Not getting engaged to you, making you his girl or his wife. You want to do a damn temperature check, a vibe check 2 years later? Girl, please, you should have been checking in with yourself. Okay? That's what you should have been doing. Checking in with yourself, honey, love. Either way, okay? Goes on to say, I think I lost this round. Girl, you lost the round, or shall I say, the moment you entered round one. You lost the moment you entered into the situation with him, especially since I don't want him to leave, especially since I don't want to leave him alone. Please make me feel better, girl. Ain't nobody for that. Oh, you already doing that. Why would we come down here and make you feel better? You're already doing that based on the excuses that you are creating for yourself. Okay, that's crazy. He was in love with both of us at some point, right? He didn't just use me for 2 years, right? Or whatever you got to say to yourself to make yourself feel better, love. But on the other side of all of that is the facts. He likely was not in love with you. And he 1000% played your ass. And you played yourself. Stop wasting your time. Somebody else will appreciate what it is that you have to offer. Get out, go out there and vibe check with yourself, and they'll come up on you at some point. Good luck. Okay, let's get to question 4, honey. Question 4 says, my baby mama LaShawn tells everyone, including the court, that I'm a crackhead. That's crazy. Not the courts. That's not true. I've been clean for 17 days and I'm proud of that. Well, she may have told the courts right, as well as everybody else. Just because you have been clear at 17 days does not mean that you are forever Mr. Clean. You're not. That's not the case, sir. And if you was in front of Judge Mathis, he gonna give you a little piece of a hand clap for being 17 days clean. But at the end of the day, you know what it is? You a crackhead. That's what he gonna say. At the end of the day, you still a crackhead. Is it crack? You're a crackhead. He's not going to let you leave out of his chambers, out of his courtroom without you knowing that despite being 17 days clean at this point, you still a crackhead. I need you to understand. Okay. So then goes on to say, my problem is I want full custody of the children so I don't get hit with this child support. Do you hear yourself? Why? So the kids can stumble upon being in some crack or some Absolutely not. 17 days is not enough to show any type of stability either. So I just like, do you hear yourself? Maybe you could have got a piece of joint, but I don't see no judge giving you joint custody if you have mishandled yourself. Why would they think that you will be able to handle some children? Boy, the lengths y'all go through to avoid child support be crazy. That'd be crazy. Y'all won't take care of y'all own flesh and blood, but be ready to take care of somebody else. Grown other people at that. And likely they kids too. It'd be so crazy. I don't be understand. Either way, it goes on to say, in this time around, I'm being smart about my occasional drug use. You should be smart about not using drugs, period. not occasionally. Okay. Last time I was on the street getting high, I've decided to save my money this time. I'm not paying child support. I can have a small apartment and do my drugs in the privacy of my own home. You make no sense. Okay. That way I'll be safer while using, and I can also watch the kids. Not if you get laced with the wrong thing and you fall the ah. Not if you overdose in the privacy of your own home. Girl, what? Lock him up just for those thoughts. Yes, he needs more rehab or something, Your Honor. Let's commit him to at least another 30 to 60 days because he not even thinking right. I see that the crack has chewed on a portion up here, and I'm not trying to be funny, Your Honor, but I do think that he needs some more time because this he not even making sense with that, Your Honor. Let's keep going. Right? Then says he could still watch the kids. It's crazy. How do I make LaShawn and the family court see my vision? You can never make them see your vision, baby, because they see too many with their own vision of motherfuckers that come into that courtroom like you. You've shown LaShawn enough to where she needed to speak out about your drug usage because she know how it's affecting you and how it is and likely will continue to affect her children. You only cleaned yourself up so that you can go to the course, and then you still over here talking about how you finna go use. And you think the judge finna give you a pass when she see crackheads coming in and out every day? Absolutely not. Okay. Sign him up for the nearest program, Your Honor, and get this man the help that he needs. Okay. Either way, sir, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to question 5. All right. Question 5 says, out of the blue, a friend asked me to design her wedding dress. She would come periodically for her fitting, and things were going well. She showed me her fiance and their little kittens. We talked about her garden and how her peppers were huge. I got jealous. I hated her. I began to take in the seams like, girl, not little by little, so that she thought she was gaining weight to each fitting. Now that's some shysty, shady. You is a so. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's crazy. All because she found somebody she about to get married. You about to sabotage it and take her seams in a little too tight every time. That's crazy. So she panicked. I laughed. I researched her fiance and stalked him online. I sent nasty DMs from my fake pages. He didn't reply. She decided not to buy my dress because the fit was so awful and she refused to pay me. So I dragged her online. He reached out to me and asked me to remove the post because it hurt her feelings. I said I would if he met me in person. So he agreed. I tried to put my mouth on him, but he made me stop. What straight man turns down a blowjob? Should I expose him for being gay? Clearly he is. Thoughts? That's crazy. So you're a man? So you were a man that wrote this and you felt the way about your friend out the blue that they was getting married. So you started to sabotage their fittings. And then you go ask what straight man turns down a blowjob. Now you could be a woman and because he didn't give you what you want to turn around and try to put the gay thing on there. When the man obviously is happy with the person that he's with. Commit to a ward, please, a psychiatric ward or something, Your Honor. They need to go sit on somebody's couch too, because this is insane. You hang that hard, you'll sabotage your own business for a little piece of zig is crazy. And friendship is crazy. I would never want to go around you ever again in life. Weird. Oh, let's keep going. All right, let's get to question 6. Question 6 says, I cheated on my wife with my coworker, and my wife and I discussed things that she can do to prevent me from cheating on her in the future. I hope one of the discussions pieces was divorced. Okay. Unless she go, okay. And here are the things that you need to do to not, for me to not cheat on you. I don't know. It might be two could play that game. I don't know. But that's crazy. You would have been having that conversation with yourself. I thought our meeting was productive and I felt closer to her afterwards. For the first time, I shared my feelings without regret. Her forgiveness came too easy. Something was wrong about it, but I kept it moving. I hope the wife doing what I think. She cooked my favorite fried chicken and 3 cheese macaroni and took leftovers to eat at work. I suffered explosive diarrhea in the office after lunch, and I don't think my coworkers will ever look at me the same. Oh, she played you in a different way. My last name is Bowen. My boss accidentally called me Bowles. I'm screaming. Woo! That was not an accident, but that is hilarious. Okay, I called you Bows during the meeting. Everyone calling me Bows now. My side chick is avoiding me. How do I regain respect at home and at work? I feel like everyone is playing in my face. Advice? Well, you playing other folks' face. You deserve to get played right back. What you think this is, nigga? Nugget? What you think this is? You gonna sit up here and have a conversation with this lady and think about you not cheating on her again, and she like, all right, bet I'm gonna fix you since you full of. Let's get all that about you, boy. And that's exactly what happened, and I support. Either way, good luck. That's all I got. Leave your thoughts and comments down below on all of the questions that we got into on today. I'm Jamie. That's me. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.